Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's great to see you again. Today I'm bringing you a Notion tour, and if you're not familiar with it, it's like this extremely customizable app you can use to organize your personal life, your work life, your academic life. Today I'm going to be showing you how I display mine and a little bit of how it works, so hopefully you can get some inspiration from it. And enough with the rambling, let's get on to it. So when you open Notion, it just opens on my front desk, which is my most used page. I use it for my personal life. But as you can see from here, I have some other pages. I have YouTube, I have a little Stardew Valley page, and I also have my archives. We're gonna hide this for a bit, we'll get onto those later. So starting on my front desk, as you can tell, it is very pixel art themed. You can find this on Google if you just search pixel art GIF or pixel art bedroom. I also have this little one of my cat. It's not my cat, I didn't make it, but I just found it and it looks like my cat. There's 3 sections, which are daily, life, and mind. And let's start by the daily section. So, first we have my to-do page, and I don't really use this as my daily to-do list because I prefer using the reminders and notes app for that. But I do need somewhere to put my to-dos that don't have a deadline that I have to do eventually. So this is what this page for. For example, as you can see here, it's in Portuguese, but it says buy more green yard because I have this crochet project I need to finish, and I eventually need to get more yarn for it. So yeah, whenever I'm done with it, I can just check it, and whenever I feel like it, I can delete it. Again, as I said, Notion is extremely customizable. A lot of other people also have, instead of being separated into personal, content, work, whatever you need, they have between to do, doing, done. And it's really cool because you can just take this thing and drag it to doing and then drag it to done. I prefer this method. I feel like it just works better for me. And these next 2 pages are the ones I use on a daily basis. The most important pages I feel like I have on my Notion. When I open my habit tracker, I have 12 pages relating to each month of the year. So if you click on January, for example, it will show this table with all of the days of the month and the habits I want to track, like wake up early, not eat out, take my vitamins, read, drink water. So today is the 4th and I woke up early, so I can check that. I usually like to do this at the end of the day because that's when I know if I achieved all of this or not, and this is fairly recent. But I also made this like mood column where I can track how I felt on these days, and I think this can be nice to look at the end of the month, like, oh, February, I was really anxious during February, oh, I was really happy during March. And below my habit tracker I have this thing which is called a button, and it says add a new year, and that's exactly what it does. When I get to the end of 2022, instead of having to make all of these again or going back and having to untick all of the boxes, which are a lot, I can just click here and it will add 12 new pages for 12 new months with unfilled boxes. So if I just click on July, for example, there it is, all of the habits, all of the days, all of them unticked. And buttons are really nice, so you don't have to keep doing things manually every time you need to. Below that I have a little table just to keep track of when I open a new pair of lenses, because I always wear them for way longer than I should, so this is nice to know the last time I opened a pair. And next is my finances tracker. This one was a template from another creator, I'll leave it down below, but I tailored it to my taste, so it looks fairly different, I think. So I'll explain this table in a bit, but just to show you, I have this little table with expenses and a table with income. There's various views I can see for the entirety of 2022, I can see for January, I can see for February, so it's nice, same thing with the income. Since the beginning of the year I've made 2 purchases and it's really cool because you can, again, personalize this a lot, and I can check the type, like I spend money on food, on services, on technology, clothes, traveling, on a fixed expense, if I loan someone money, and if I pay the loan. My income table just works the same way, and below expenses I have this little breakdown which lets me see for each category how much I spent. It's just better to visualize it. It's basically the same table, meaning it has the same information, it's the same database, but viewed in a different way. It's organized differently. Again, extremely customizable. This is one of the many great things about Notion. For now I've only spent money on clothes, and it's already day 4 and I was supposed to spend no money this month, so we'll see how it goes at the end of it. And so this table is to check how much money I've gained / lost throughout the whole year. So we have my starting balance here, it's the money I started my year with. We have my total incomes, it will basically count the amount that's here. total expenses. I've spent 31 euros and 39 cents since the beginning of the year, and it will just, you know, add income to my starting balance, take away the expenses, and this is the balance I'm supposed to have now. And I also made this page, which is a yearly overview. Again, it links to the expenses table and to the income table, and it's good because I can just see in 2022, here's what I spent in clothes in 2022. If I don't want to see all the clothes I bought, because it will probably be a lot of clothes, I can just close this and here's the amount I spent on clothes on 2022. So yeah, this is, again, I've only started using it this year. We'll see how it goes, but I really like having somewhere I can keep track of what I'm spending. It's great to be more mindful about where I'm spending my money. So yeah, this is my daily section, and we can now move on to life. So this is where I keep, you know, things like my grocery list, my meal plan, recipes, a notepad, and my wish list. Starting off with my groceries list, I really need to update this. I initially made this because when I was in college, I lived by myself and I had this huge groceries list, because, you know, I had to buy all of the things myself. But now it's mostly stuff I like having at home, just so I can make sure that I'm eating properly. I'm vegetarian, so... For example, mushrooms. I always need to have mushrooms. It's important for me to have various types of beans in the house. When it comes to, you know, snacks, I like to have vegan ham, oats, chocolate. So yeah, it's just so I can kind of keep track of the things I always like to have in the house. Next is my meal plan. This is another page I've been trying to use. I'm trying to eat healthier now, so it's nice for me to keep track of what I'm eating throughout the week, so I know, oh, I've ate pasta 3 days in a row, maybe I should make rice now. Oh, I haven't eaten potatoes in a while. So this is for that. For example, I didn't finish yesterday, but I had a bruschetta for breakfast, pasta with a pepper sauce for lunch, and for dinner I had McDonald's. So I'm just gonna add it here. And yeah, the goal is to fill this every day. It could be nice to add a button here, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. You type a slash and then button, and now you can add anything you want the button to replicate to here. For example, I want to add this every time I touch the button. Add a new day, and I want to move it up here. And so imagine the week has ended, it's all filled with things I need to delete because I want to get a new week, so I'll just get rid of those, add a new day, and here we are, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So I'm just gonna duplicate that for all of the days. Yeah, this is it. I also have a general idea, like, again, I'm trying to force myself to have a more diverse diet, so I want to have at least once a week soup, once a week something with mushrooms, once a week rice, and once a week beans. And yeah, this is it. Again, pixel art gifs, you can find them on Google. I next have my recipes. This is also not uploaded, but this is great because when I don't know what I want to eat, I can just come here and there's a whole list of things I can cook. And it's really cool because if you want, you can open one of these pages. Let's get a dessert. Sweets. If I want a recipe for hot chocolate, I can just type in here, ingredients, steps. I use milk and I use chocolate. And then on steps I can just put 1 and boil milk. 2, add chocolate. 3, drink. You know, and you can also personalize it and make it any color you want, like ingredients are now yellow and this will be brown, and this will now turn into a heading, and I want this to be blue, and now I want this to be in italic and bold. You can just edit a lot. Again, customization. So next I have my notepad, and on here it's like, I call it the bin. It's where I keep my thoughts, it's like, you don't actually need to have in your brain at all times, but you remember them enough that you need some place to put them. Like for example, I have my personality test results. If anyone wants to judge my personality, here's my mayor's type, my enneagram, and my astrology things. So yeah, it's like, it's that thing. I don't really want to keep having to make these tests anytime I want to know which result I am. So it's great to have in here, like for example, cute cat names. And every time I think of a nice name for a cat, I just add it here. Again, it's like, that's why I call it the bin. It's like filled with weird stuff. And on my notepad I also have this one page that's called traveling. And so these are some of the trips I've done. I went to Madeira, I went to Madeira again, but this time I went to Porto Santo. And if I open this page, for example, there's a lot of information on my trip. Here I have, it's in Portuguese, but it's the details from my flight to Madeira, my flight back to Porto, times of the flight, everything I had to do, like for example, documents I needed to have. Do I have my ticket? Yes. Have I made my COVID test? Do I have it on paper with me? Yes. Have I filled in the form I needed to enter the country? Not the country, the island. Yeah, so now I have all of my docs. Have I checked in yet? Yes. So these basic steps are already done. I can rest assured that everything I need is taken care of. And then we move on to organization. Things I wanted to do before the trip, like get a pedicure, get waxed, charge my power bank, charge my camera and my computer. I was still in college then, so there was this amount of work that I wanted to get ahead on, so I didn't have to work on my trip. As you can see, I did absolutely nothing. Things I needed to buy, and here is my list of everything I wanted to bring when it comes to clothing, accessories, makeup. So yeah, you can also make templates. So imagine I'm adding in a trip, I'm going to Paris. For now it's an idea. And I am going to Disneyland. And I am going alone. On the 20th until the 27th. So now I can open the page and I have two options. I can either make an empty page, meaning there's nothing on there, I write whatever, or I already made a template. So it basically adds the structure I had on all my other pages. So again, the details, and I can just change the day, change the time. So it's basically all here, and then obviously I can now tailor it to this trip in specific. So that's something that's really cool about it. Again, you don't have to manually write all the things again. Yeah, this page is really cool. And next we have my wish list. It's a very simple page again. Yes, I do want the Cat Noir ring. So yeah, here basically I have this table where I keep track of some things I would like to buy eventually. I have the thing, I have its price, I have purpose, whether it's for work or personal, category, objects, clothes, tools, electronics, jewelry, makeup, a link to the thing, and if I bought it or not. And if I buy it, I just need to, check it. And then it disappears from here because I have a filter to only show things that I checked. But if I wanna see everything I've ever put in here, I just need to add a view, all, a table, create, and apply no filters. Or if I want to see only the stuff I've already bought, so let's change this title to bought. And now I can filter it so the check is checked. So now it only shows things that I have already bought. I also have a view called gallery. It isn't really updated. I have not put pictures on everything, but imagine I want these combat boots. So basically I can see the picture of the item, and again, I can click it and here's the information on it. If I want to write something here, I can. And yeah, it's really cool. I usually just have it on my table view. Let me change this name. So yeah, this is it. And next we're moving on to mine. Here I have my journal, my library, anime tracker, series tracker, and my skills record. So my journal is just like this list. I don't really use it a lot. One of the things I want to do more this year is journal more. As you can see, I've made one journal entry since 2021. I've made one at the beginning of the year and one on my birthday, which was also in January, so I basically journaled only on January. And I made one at the beginning of 2022. So if I wanted to add a journal entry, again, I can click new, and then I have three things. So I can click on personal, and it basically just already puts a tag in there, and I can just type away whatever I'm wanting to type. I can also make a daily reflection, and I really like this one. Again, it tags it as daily, and it basically adds a lot of prompts that I can answer throughout the day. First of all, how was your day? And then I can check the way I felt. I can check multiple boxes. I felt calm, I felt anxious. What happened today? And I can describe a little bit of today. I'm grateful for, I'm proud of doing this today. Here's something I learned, and what I want to say after reflecting on the day. So this is very great because sometimes I want to journal, but I don't really want to write freely. I don't know where to start. I don't have the energy to write an actual text. I'm not feeling it. So this is great because there are simple prompts that I can just write a sentence or two to answer, and it's already enough for me to reflect on my day. And I also have the same layout for my therapy. What did I want to talk about? What did we talk about? What did I take from the conversation? How did the session make me feel? How can I improve the discussed topics? And what do I hope to tell her next? Meaning, what have I grown from this conversation? And I can just add things I want to discuss on the next session. And this is a toggle, meaning I want to talk about relationships, imagine. And then I can add a little text. I can just add it to the toggle. And now I want to figure out how to be nationality. This is just an example. So basically it just adds it in there. It's like I can just say the situation and say exactly what I want to express to her. Next to my journal is my library. It's kind of embarrassing, it's a very poor library. I'm trying to get it into reading. I'm currently reading these two books. This one is actually on standby, as you can see. Okay, so I have my inventory, which is like a table view of all of the books, the status. When I'm done with them, I can rate them, from 1 to 5 stars. When did I start? When did I finish? I also have a bookshelf view, which is basically the same, but I just see the covers. I can divide it by authors. So if I read many books from an author, imagine I read more Joanne Harris, so all of her books will appear here. I can see my want to read table. There's currently nothing here because I want to focus on the ones I'm reading and the ones I've already read. And I basically have a similar layout for my anime tracker and my series tracker. For example, on anime, I have this gallery view of all the animes I've watched and want to watch, so I can separate it by series. And I also have a rating for each anime. I'm currently watching Haikyuu and I want to watch Sailor Moon, but I've already watched Kakegurui and Sakura the Card Captor. So yeah, these are my ratings for them. I love Sakura. Yeah, I also have like one for movies. I still don't have any movie, but if I watch any anime movies, I'm just gonna add them here. I have my watch list, again, Sailor Moon, and I also have the ones I'm currently watching. And I want to change my watch list. I want to change it to a gallery view. Make it so it shows the cover. Yeah. So now it shows the image. I basically have a property where I can add a file. So I just added a picture of a Sailor Moon poster. And then I go into properties, card preview, and I choose what I want to be on the preview. For example, if I added any text, this show is cute. I could also make it so the card preview would be the page content, so it will just show this show is cute. But I'm putting it back to the cover, and I can also change the card size. But yeah, so I want to edit this so the ones I have watched. And so I've sorted it so the status is ascending, so first it will show the ones I'm watching, then the ones I want to watch, and then the ones I've already watched. And I'm going to allow it to show the rating of the show. So this way I can track which ones I have watched. Oh, I'm also going to show the status. Watching, want to watch, watch to watch. So yeah, this is how I organize my anime tracker. I have the same layout again for my series tracker. For now I only have Squid Game, Arcane and Steven Universe. I'm still trying to get used to actually coming to these pages and filling them up. All of the series, my watch list, the ones I'm currently watching, the ones I have watched, all of these are finished. And this one basically just sorts them by ratings, meaning lowest, no, I want the highest rated first. Yeah, highest rating first, lowest after. And lastly, on my personal page, I have my skills record. And this is basically a page so I can keep track of things I'm wanting to learn. Like, for example, I have this separated into languages, activities, and cooking. So for languages, Italian. If I open my Italian page, I have a list of some of the things I have learned. I started learning it by myself when I was like 16. These are some of the vocab and such. Il pronomi, famiglia, descrizione. You know, it's just so I have this here. I don't really come to this page anymore because now I just study through listening. Yeah, but it's here if I want it. I also have this one backlink where I can check my progress. And it's basically like reading. Can I understand a basic text? The answer is yes. Can I understand a more complex text? And now the answer is also basically yes. So I'm going to change my current evaluation to 4 stars. Do I know popular expressions? No. So that's the one. I also have a study log for every time I have a class or I sit by myself and I actually take an hour or two to study. Going back to my skills record, I have the same with Japanese, I have not studied yet, and same with Portuguese Sign Language, I took some classes, so as you can see, I had my first course. On this class we learned colors, and here are the colors I learned, so I don't forget which words I've learned. Family. Next, I have activities, so this is sewing, and I have like the recipes, so how to make pattern for pants. The materials I need, measures I need, and the steps I need to take to make a pattern. Then I have things I can already do without a problem and things I wanna try and do. So next I have crochet. There's nothing here now, again I need to actually make this page, and same thing with embroidery. Next I have cooking, and some of the things I wanted to do is make gnocchi. I've already made that, tastes amazing. Make bread and make pretzels. And so this was it from my front desk. Next we're moving on to my YouTube page, and this one has a bit of a different layout. I wanted this one to be more minimalistic and really, you know, it's a work page. We have my YouTube banner as a cover. I have my main section, which has a video log, other apps, ideas, info, and other info like music. When I have brand deals, this is where I'll put them, sponsorships, and this is another music one. This one, let's just ignore these two, because they need to be taken care of. That's what I was doing, that's why there's 2 of them. I also have this widget where I can count how many subscribers I have. And next I have my content creation calendar. But we'll get to those soon. So first of all, my video log, it's where I keep all of the videos that are currently happening. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to blur some of these, but the title of the video, the order in which it's gonna go, the type of video, whether it is fashion, a vlog, sit down makeup, or other types of videos. Its status, it goes between planning, filming, filmed, editing, ready to post, posted, any notes I wanna add, and the date it is published / is going to be published. And I also like to keep track of my sub count, so if I go to the entirety, let's just see the ones that are posted. When I posted this video I had 4, when I posted this I had 34, I had 38, when I posted this I had 55. Yeah, it's just nice to see how much you grow from each video. Then I have this page called Other Apps. This is where I can keep track of TikTok things I wanna do. Like, I wanted to make a TikTok where I used Wild Wild West to show various outfits, and I already did that. When I go to Italy, I already have 1 TikTok planned for the trip. So yeah, this is basically where I keep track of it. Next I have ideas, which is the same table as the video log, but the video log only has the ones I'm working on, and this one has ideas that I can eventually use if I want to. Below that table I also have a lot of ideas that are recyclable. So fashion, I can make an outfit of the week. That's a video I can make multiple times. I have seasonal lookbooks, trend alerts, how to style a certain item, which is great for when I have no ideas. I can just come here and see what I can do. And next I have info. Again, this page is not updated, but here's what I have. Just some ideas. Here's my description if I need it. But yeah, it's kind of a messy page. Then I have other info. These 2 pages, brand deals and sponsors, are connected. I had to post an Instagram thing. So basically when I go to sponsors, I now have brands I've worked with. In this case I've worked with Naked, the type of brand it is, and the amount of times I've worked with them. So imagine if I were to go back to brand deals and add a new brand deal with Naked. Now if I move to the sponsor, it says that I've worked with them 2 times. So this will be nice when I start having actual brand deals, so I can keep track of the progress I'm making and of how many times I work with this brand. It's also great because I can just click it and imagine there were some things I needed to know about Naked. Like there's this speech that every time I work with them they want me to say. I can just write it here and all of the information about working with the brand will be in the same place. Next I have 2 music pages just because this is an old one. I'm just updating it into a table with the type of music, the vibe, if it's Christmas, if it's instrumental, if there's voice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that later when I have the patience. And again, that database, but in a content calendar view. And yeah, if I go, for example, to December, here's the ones I did in December. So it's great because I can add, you know, platform. It's a YouTube video. But if I have, for example, an Instagram post, IG post for Naked, imagine. Can just platform, nope. IG post. And now I can clearly see what I've got going on for YouTube video or Instagram. Imagine I have a video plan for here, so imagine I want to film it. Here's the title. So I'm gonna put film. And imagine I'm gonna have to film this video from here to here. These are the days I will be filming this video. So it's nice so I can get an overview of the days I'll have to be working on certain tasks. And yeah, this is my YouTube page. This is how I organize most of my content. To finish off very quickly, I have my Stardew Valley page. I'm not that big of a gamer, but I do love to game. I haven't played in a few months, so I have this to do, where I just keep track of things I need to do the next time I play. Like for example, you know, I need to get it's spring and I need to give someone a spring crop. If I don't remember that I need to give him that, spring will go by, I won't give him that, and I will have to wait a whole year on the game for it to be spring again, and so I can give him the crop. So yeah, this is basically it. I was also starting to make like information pages where I have stuff on the people, like Harvey, his favorite things, this is what he loves, this is what he likes. Sam, Alex, as you can tell, I did not fill up all of them. I usually just have Stardew Wiki opened instead of this, so yeah. I also have a calendar, again, same thing, just so I know which birthdays are when and the events happening. And the community center. This one is actually helpful because instead of having to go to the community center and check each one of the rooms, see which bundles are missing from it, I just know from the crafts room all of these bundles are complete, as you can see. So yeah, I'm only missing the exotic foraging bundle, and these are the things I still need. Same thing with the pantry. And then I have this one, I need to update it again, which are the ingredients I need. And so whenever I have an item, I'll just check it and then I know, oh okay, I need cheese for the pantry, let me check if I have cheese. And next is my archive, which is pages I don't really use, but I don't really want to get rid of. Like for example, my groceries list for when I was in college. My 2020 habit tracker, for example, I didn't really finish it, I think. Yeah, in October. Here's what I did. So this was it for today. I really hope you guys could take some inspiration from it. If you want me to make a template of any of my pages, just let me know and I'll figure out how to do it. And yeah, this was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to engage with the video so my channel can reach more people, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!